in the queue with Mike Schiano. Thanks for joining us. Hello. And boy, does time go by quickly, almost at the end of this year, 2025. And wow, right on cue, Time Magazine names their 2025 Person of the Year, or this year it's People of the Year, I guess. Well, it makes a lot of sense. The architects of AI, artificial intelligence, were named Time's Person of the Year 2025. Shouldn't it be Time's People of the Year? So the Person of the Year is People's. Well, it is really no surprise that AI would be on the cover of Time. It's probably about time, right? It's about AI, actually. So here it is. When you make the cover of Time, you are part of the fabric of the culture of society. What AI says is 2025 was the year that AI shifted from a novel technology explored by early adopters to one where a critical mass of consumers see it as part of their mainstream lives. So incredibly impactful. And all of this press for AI simply continues to build upon its groundwork that's already been laid by every tech company. It's all you hear about. And I noticed that the mainstream news is now beginning to run articles and stories about AI more often, regularly. And well, that just means that it's gaining acceptance in everyday life. I still believe that most consumers hear the term AI and don't really think much of it. It's kind of like saying internet, AI, internet. You know what it is, but you don't really think about it in terms of the internet. You think about it in terms of the tools you use that are likely these days AI based. So you may be more familiar with specific tools that you're using that are AI enabled or built upon AI, which are allowing you to do things personally or professionally, more likely professionally. I believe what you're getting on the consumer level, for the most part, are the use of AI as a search engine, Perplexity, ChatGPT, maybe some of the others, where you're typing in questions to things you want to know, and they're really being used as glorified search engines by most consumers. If you go to work, you may be interacting with AI-enabled tools of some sort or utilizing AI in your workday, and it is becoming more common for especially executive level workers to utilize AI to enhance their emails, maybe sort through emails, gain insights into data and information. So it's becoming a transition that is useful rather than a theory that people are hearing about, like this is coming. This is here. And as we wrote in AI is coming for your job, it is absolutely here. In our forthcoming book, AI is coming for your business. Keep an eye out for it. Early 2026, you'll have that book, AI is coming for your job, and AI is coming for your business in early 2026. You can get AI is coming for your job right now on Amazon or where you get your favorite books, and then we'll be publishing AI is coming for your business. And this is a hands-on, frontline, how to use AI in your business to be successful, not a theoretical tome pontificating about AI and what it might be used for. This is how to use AI to explode your business and be more successful in 2026 and beyond. And if I can get some early pages out, I will, and I will share it with you, our loyal listeners, to in the queue. I appreciate you. And we'll be doing some things on social media. Of course, we'll do some here on this show to kind of prepare you for what's coming. It's going to be a great book. I'm editing now, and I'm very excited about what I'll be sharing with you because, you know, I've read a lot of books about AI. I've read a lot of articles, probably like you, trying to keep up to speed on it all. There is so much out there, and what I think has been missing is what I'm delivering in my new book. So I really want to get it into the hands, especially of small to medium businesses out there. And, you know, if you want to reserve an early copy, send me an email, of course. Always available, Mike at spscontact.com to you. And I appreciate you listening and sharing the podcast. We are working on some really special guests coming up. And again, I want to focus in the new year as we wind down 2025. I want to focus the new year on really hands-on use of AI in your business and what that means. I mean, you're seeing the headlines, you're seeing the big stuff. You know, Disney announcing $1 billion investment in OpenAI, licensing agreement. This is where now, you know, this is big news. The big companies are grabbing headlines like this as they invest in AI. Now, you know, this tells you a couple of things. One, Disney is making $1 billion investment into OpenAI, right? So Disney doesn't just throw $1 billion around for fun. Based on some of their movies, you may not believe that, but it's true, right? They're not just going to drop $1 billion and go, okay, we're in. This is serious stuff. This is Walt Disney Company saying, yes, AI is here to stay. It is only going to become more integrated into the world. It is going to be world changing. And they're licensing. Now, this is the downside for characters, creators, creative people, right? This is where the fallacy that AI is going to be creating jobs and not taking jobs blows up when Disney licenses their characters and clips, right? Generating short clips, 200 Disney, Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars characters. Okay, so you're getting those voices. Now, the actors and actresses who did those voices, right? Are they going to get paid on this is where the creative world begins to get excluded, those human creators. This is my biggest concern. So you've created something of value, or you've created something, period. And, you know, when you create for these big companies, they own the rights, okay? But you are that voice. You are that character. And let's face it, most people aren't Scarlett Johansson, right? You know, they don't have the Disney contract like at that level. So most creators are just, you know, working on a project and moving to the next one and trying to make a few bucks and pay the rent or mortgage. And they're the ones who are going to get crushed in this as their likenesses, their voices are going to get used by AI if they're not already. And Disney's kind of making it okay. And it'll be out there. And you know how it is. Once content is released, it's out there. There's no pulling it back. There's no saying stop using this and everybody stops using it. And that's the concern. That's been the concern with the Chat GPTs and the other AI-driven tools. They go out there and they grab everything. Anything that is in the public domain, you know, that is very important that we understand that it is going to be more and more accepted as these tools go out and grab clips, audio, written word, spoken word, right? It's all out. If you've released it, it's out there. An AI can go get it and then put it to use for whoever is working with the AI. So that's why you've got to be really careful about what you incorporate into your work that you might utilize AI to help create. And if it's just out there randomly pulling copywritten information and providing it to you, and you just go ahead and use it without giving any attribution or perhaps claiming it as your own, this could be dangerous for all creators using AI and for those who have created in the past for their products and to be used by future creators without permission. You know, the whole copyright protection, right? Intellectual property, this is changing right before our eyes. And you can see how easy it is to use AI. Oh, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, any of these, you go in there and it's pulling up information like in the blink of an eye. It's amazing the speed, right? And then that information is available right in front of you. Cut and paste is right in front of you. This is the danger. This is the danger and what concerns me a lot. So, you know, as businesses, as individuals using AI, we have, I believe, a responsibility to still respect the property rights and the importance of respecting property rights and intellectual property and content that was created by other humans. And it's going to be an ongoing fight. And when the bigs like Disney start giving licensing to ChatGPT and others, OpenAI, this is where the lines begin to get blurred, and we need to be very, very careful. Disney is not the only big company in the news. McDonald's is using AI advertising. Well, they all will soon. And again, back to the creative folks, commercials, marketing, social media will, and this is a short timetable, folks, like year or two, 12 to 24 months. Virtually all commercials will be AI generated, right? So just imagine not having to go the old-fashioned route of creating a commercial and just simply creating it on a computer now. And right down to the actors, the scripts, the sets, the background, the lighting, all of it done on a computer now by an individual who knows how to do it. So when they say jobs will be created for those who know how to use AI, yes, that job will be created and it will replace the job of 100 others who work on commercials, from hair and makeup to wardrobe to set design to all of it. The director, everyone gone. And McDonald's is all in. And then, you know, it's a matter of creativity. So whoever that person is, or maybe two people, their creativity will still be needed, right? But they'll be pulling creativity through artificial intelligence, which will look at every commercial ever made in the history of human existence and develop a new one based on whatever parameters they put in. Well, as usual, a tip to help you, and as you experience this transition from using AI as a search engine to using it as a tool to help you or your business, the prompts are so key. So tip of the week is focus on learning to write and improve prompts. This is really crucial. If you can do good, detailed prompts, I mean, some prompts are pages long, folks, right? The more it goes to the old internet or computer adage, right? Garbage in, garbage out. So if you give a weak prompt to an artificial intelligence tool, you'll get weak results, or you'll get vague, generic results. If you want really detailed results, whether you're searching, whether you're creating, right? Editing, auditing, whatever you're doing, you've got to be very the more specific, the better. I learned that years ago in developing websites for businesses, working with computer developers, whether it's for software that we built in-house or websites or what have you, any technology. I learned the more specific you can be, and you had to be specific. If you weren't specific in giving directions to the developers, you'd get basic results, right? So if you want a button on a page, you've got to tell them how big, what color it is, what does it say on it, what font to use on it, right? Every detail. When you click on the button, what happens, all of that. Think of that for those of you who have developed business applications or worked on websites development or any kind of technical development. Think in terms of that level of detail when creating a prompt to enter into your AI-driven tool. Tip of the week here on The Q. This is Mike Schiano. So thrilled to have you with us. I appreciate you. We will be back talking to you again soon. Time is very valuable. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. This is Mike Schiano. I will talk to you again soon in The Q.